Delivery Challan (DC). The delivery challan (DC) is used when items are rejected during the GRN goods receipt note process due to reasons such as broken or damaged items, incorrect items received, other quality-related issues. These rejected items are then sent back to the supplier. If the items are to be corrected and returned later, this process is recorded in the delivery challan and managed through DC returns. Creating a new delivery challan. Click on the Add New button to initiate a new delivery challan. The system will redirect you to the delivery challan Add page. Select the supplier to whom the rejected items will be returned. Auto-fetch details. Once the supplier is selected, the following details will be automatically retrieved. Delivery challan number, DC date, party name, item type, customer properties/purchase rejection. Select any relevant properties related to the rejection. Click on Add Item to add the items being returned. The system will redirect you to the item selection page, where you can search for items by item code or name. Auto-fetched item details. Once an item is selected, the system will automatically display item code, part number, description, unit of measurement, closing stock, the current stock level of the item. Manually enter the quantity and return date. After entering the details, click on Update and then Check Out to finalize the delivery challan. Viewing and printing delivery challan. The returned items will now be displayed on the main page under Delivery Challan. To view details, click on the DC number. If needed, you can print the delivery challan for your records. Reports facility. You can view details about returnable and non-returnable items, customer-specific properties, and purchase rejection types in the report section. DC returns, handling returnable items. The DC Returns module is used specifically for processing returnable items that were rejected in the GRN process. Creating a new DC return. Click on the Add New button to initiate a new DC return. The system will redirect you to the DC Returns Add page. Click on View Pending to see all pending DC returns. The system will redirect you to the DC Pending View page, where you can select the pending items for return. Auto-fetched DC return details. Once an item is selected, the system will automatically display item name, description, unit of measure, DC number, DC date, type, return type, returnable items only. Manually enter supplier details, address, packs, pending and received quantity. Click on Update to save the details. Click on Checkout to process the DC return. Viewing and printing DC returns. Once the return is processed, it will be displayed on the DC Returns main page. You can view details by clicking on the DC number. If needed, you can print the DC return document for records. Reports facility. The Reports section allows you to track the return status of items. The Stock Transfer Note (STN) requisition process is used when one branch requests items that are available at another branch. This ensures smooth interbranch transfers. Click on the Add New button to initiate a new STN requisition. The system will redirect you to the Add STN requisition page. Click on Add Item to add the required item. You will be redirected to an item selection page where you can search and select an item by item code or name. After select item, auto-fetch details, STN requisition number, date, item code, etc. Manually enter quantity, due date, specification, purpose, vehicle code/number, life detail. Click Update and Checkout to finalize. View details on the main page via STN requisition number and next STN requisition approval. Once an STN requisition is submitted by a branch, it must be approved or disapproved by the stock losing branch, the branch sending the items. View requisition details from branch to branch, date, department, HOD, indent ref. Approve if valid, disapprove if not. Status updates accordingly. The disapproved STN requisition. If an STN requisition is disapproved, it will be listed under the Disapproved STN Requisition section. View rejected requisitions by selecting branch and date range. Click STN number to see rejection details and involved items. The STN outward pending process handles items that are awaiting dispatch after a requisition has been approved. It involves selecting items from an approved STN requisition and finalizing the stock transfer details. Steps to process STN outward pending. Click on the Add New button to start the dispatch process. The system redirects you to the STN requisition pending number page. Select the STN number, stock transfer note number, from the list. The system will redirect you to the stock transfer note pending Add page. Adding items for dispatch. Click on the Add Item button to select the item for dispatch. A list of items will appear. Select the required item. The following fields will be auto-fetched. Item, part number, description, UOM, unit of measure, stock, the current available stock for transfer, stock transfer number. Enter the following details manually. Quantity, the quantity of the item to be transferred. Other relevant details, any additional information regarding the transfer. Click Update to save the entered details. The system will automatically generate the price for the items based on the stock details. After verifying the details, click Checkout to complete the STN outward pending process. The new STN No will be registered and displayed on the main page. To view details of STN outward pending, click on the STN No. Use the print option to print the details if needed. And then STN outward process. The STN outward process involves dispatching items from the sending branch to the receiving branch. Unlike STN outward pending, this process can be performed without prior requisition approval, depending on business rules or urgency. Key differences between STN outward pending and STN outward. STN outward pending requires prior requisition approval before dispatching items. STN outward can be processed independently, without waiting for approval. STN outward must be processed in the stock losing branch, meaning the branch that is sending the stock to another branch. Steps to process STN outward. Click on the Add New button to initiate the dispatch process. The system will redirect you to the STN outward Add page. Adding items for dispatch. Click on the Add Item button. A list of items will be displayed. Select the required item. The following fields will be auto-fetched. Item, part number, description, UOM, unit of measure, stock, the current available stock for transfer, stock transfer number, the unique identifier for the stock transfer. Enter the following details manually. Quantity, the quantity of the item to be transferred. Other relevant details, any additional information regarding the transfer. Click Update to save the entered details. The system will automatically generate the price based on stock details. After verifying the details, click Checkout to finalize the STN outward process. The new STN No will be generated and displayed on the main page. To view details of STN outward, click on the STN No. Use the print option to print the details if needed. STN inward. The STN inward process is used to track and confirm the receipt of stock transferred from another branch. When a branch requests items from another branch, the sending branch performs the outward transfer, and the receiving branch uses the STN inward process to acknowledge the stock receipt. Process overview. Performed in the stock receiving branch, the branch that requested the stock must complete the inward process. Clicking the Inward button redirects to the Stock Transfer Note View page, where a list of received items is displayed. Key features. 1. Inward checkbox. To record the receipt of an item, select the inward checkbox for each item. Once the checkbox is selected, you can proceed with confirming the inward process. 2. View details. Clicking the View button displays stock details and other relevant information about the received items. 3. Reject option. If certain items are not accepted or have issues, example, damaged, incorrect quantity, you can choose the reject option. Rejected items are removed from the received stock. Inward reject. If the receiving branch finds that the received items are unacceptable for any reason, they can reject them. The rejected stock will be listed in the Inward Reject Report. Steps to access Inward Reject Report. Select the branch and time period to filter the rejected stock records. The system will display a list of rejected STN, stock transfer note, records with the following details. STN number, unique stock transfer note number. From branch, the branch that sent the items. To branch, the branch that received and rejected the items. Date, date of the transaction. Click on an STN number to view detailed information about the rejected items. Purpose of Inward Reject Process. Maintains transparency in stock transactions. Ensures rejected items are properly recorded and managed. Helps track stock discrepancies and improve inventory accuracy.